If you understand the difference between these two things, you are going to be an absolute killer at sales. Like, not level 3 like most people out there, but level 10. Okay, so last week we talked about empathy. We talked about how you have to slow down to speed up and really get down to the meat of the problem, really connect to a person's soul. So when you connect to a person's soul, it means that you're connecting to the truth, and you're connecting to the fact that if they go on any longer with this problem that they have, that their life is just going to go downhill. And this could be used for corporate as well as B2C, because everybody has a goal. We're all humans. And if a person in corporate is tasked with something and they're not able to fulfill that task, that's a personal problem. That's not a corporate problem. Okay, so let's move on. So we talked about empathy. Now, this week, we're gonna take that one step further. This week, we're gonna talk about the difference between just plain empathy and leadership. Okay, what's the difference? So, empathy is really going deep into a person's emotions and being able to connect with them and imagine what it's like to be in their shoes and really feel their feelings. So let's say we're going to use an example of an AI consultant because it's kind of a non-feeling-y thing. And so let's say that you're an AI consultant and you're on the phone with a prospect and you're getting down to the root of how difficult their journey has been because they've been doing everything manually and they haven't automated simple things that could be automated with AI for a very inexpensive price, and they wouldn't even have to hire an employee. So you have this very deep conversation. They realize how much faster their business could be growing and how much they've been suffering by not using AI, what it's costing them, and you're really able to connect with them and empathize with them. What happens next after this conversation has come to a head and you realize that they realize that they're at the very bottom? What's next? Okay, I could help you. I could do blah, 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 and we could start as soon as tomorrow. And the prospect tells you, okay, sounds good. I'm gonna think about it. And you say in an empathetic way, yeah, of course, take all the time that you need. I wanna make sure that you're happy and you're ready. And that's it, and they hang up and you never hear from them again. That's empathy. Now, level 2 is leadership. What leadership is empathy coupled with holding the prospect to the fire. So it's one thing to be able to feel how they feel and be able to stand with them at their low, but a real leader takes that prospect from their lowest point to their highest point. That is your job as a business owner. So you've had this conversation with them and you've gotten to the depths of the depths and you told them that you can really AI automate their whole business and you can make their business grow much faster than it has been. And they tell you, yeah, I'm just gonna have to think about it. As a leader, you look at them and you go, that's completely fine. You can take all the time that you want to think about it. But something you should also be thinking about is how much longer your business is going to keep regressing by not having these systems built in. I wouldn't be a good person and a good ally to you if I let this business regress anymore because you're having a little bit of trepidation. Let's work together to figure out how we can get you to a point where you're really ready and you're really excited to move forward. How can I help you have more confidence? So I kind of like ad-libbed that, so it wasn't perfect, but you see what I'm getting at. You're taking your prospect on this upward journey where even though they're scared and they're fearful and they don't want to spend the money and this is uncomfortable for them because it's new, they feel comfortable that by proverbially holding your hand, they can get on that bus and ride it up the hill. Even though it chugs a little bit, they're gonna ride it up the hill with you. Now, this is gonna feel uncomfortable. This is something that you need to practice, because in corporate, you were rewarded for being agreeable. You were rewarded for not rocking the boat. You were rewarded for making sure that everyone was comfortable. But your prospect didn't get on a call with you because they wanted to feel comfortable. They got on a call because something isn't working and they need some help fixing it. They're looking for a leader. They're looking for someone that's going to take them up the hill instead of just stay in the valley with them. They're looking for someone that's going to be their savior. They don't think they're looking for that, but they are. At the depths of our soul, we're all looking for a leader to take us to our best outcome. So I know that you were told to not pry and not push and be agreeable and be likable, but that's not a leader. A leader is someone that takes someone by the hand and leads them to where they should be. So, in summary, empathy versus leadership. Empathy is level 1. We want to get you to level 10. We want to get you closing. And the way that you close is you don't only empathize with the prospect's problem, you explain to them how you're going to help them get to the best solution. And that way is going to be with you.